Hi, I'm Tim, Shmee150 on YouTube and social media. I create videos about the world of cars, traveling around, visiting collections, the experience, what it's all about, and I'm currently undergoing a project to build the Shmuseum, which is quite literally my dream garage. This venue is basically my imagination gone wild. It's home to my collection of cars, around 20 or so different cars, ranging from a Clio V6 to multiple Ferraris. Along the way, bringing in all the memorabilia that I've accumulated over the years. It's mixing storing of the cars, light working on the cars, looking after everything, displaying memorabilia, but also a very cool place to hang out. A cool place to just enjoy it all, that from the outside is completely nondescript. You'd have no idea what was within. We're in a barn on a farm in England, but inside, bringing these ideas of motorsport, of the racetrack that we've painted through the floor, the grandstand which you look out over, to very much link really to what is behind so many of the cars, the reason for them to exist, right, deriving from motorsport, bringing down to the public road. I started shooting videos about 15 years ago. It's been pretty much a video every single day since, which is quite crazy to think about, around 5,000 YouTube videos and countless other posts that have reached billions of viewers, which is one of the craziest things. Building up an audience, around 10 million or so followers in total. It's always been living the supercar dream, sharing the experience of these kind of cars, what it's like to buy them, to drive them, to use them, to take them on road trips, to go and drive on racetracks, to fly them around the world, to do all sorts of different things. One of the things with a space like this is, and I'm the first to admit, I'm a bit of a hoarder. I love to collect everything, whether it's things that directly came with the different cars, whether it's things from events or places I've been to, all the lanyards, the baseball caps, the different memorabilia. And this was ultimately a way of being able to present that and kind of preserve my own little automotive history in a space that I can come and enjoy. You know, everything up to the biggest toy, arguably, is a Formula One show car from back in the 90s. But along the way, the paintings, the artworks. I have a big obsession for Swatch watches, quite a few of those around, Lego model cars. It's kind of like what's in my mind almost exploding out into this space, into this barn. Like a flurry of color, of just different things, just a lot of visual cues to let the imagination go wild. The last big piece of the garage, indeed, has been the workshop area, right inside the front shutter. While we're not necessarily taking an engine out of a car, we're often doing small tasks, whether that's changing wheels and tires, whether that's fitting something to the interior of a car, but having dedicated space to be organized, to be structured, that would also fit in with the rest of the garage. You know, planning a bit for the future as well, who knows what might be down the line. And while many of the cars, like a brand new car from Maranello, you're not immediately going to start tinkering and playing with it, quite often as the cars get a little older, we want to get more involved. I want to give more of a go myself and try things out. So it's been very much on the mind to how do we create a perfect workshop to meet those needs, to absolutely look the part, to be presented beautifully, fitting in with the color scheme, the general appearance of the whole garage, to house all of the tools and functionality that we require. We have the installation here from Dura, the 600 series, a bespoke configuration of different units, the modular setup, enabling me to create, up at this end, the L shape effectively, where we have our drawers, we'll keep the impact drivers, we've got some of the extra features, for example, the pull-out tables to be able to access more work surface area should it ever be needed, more cabinets, drawers. We've got the full tool chest as well, which we're very soon to be filling up with everything that could be needed. But being able to build it like this means that we've got plenty of storage to swallow up all of the different tools and be able to hide everything away, but also create something that directly fitted the needs of this space. We've got further cabinets, whether it's for the partners that we work with here for displaying the different products that they offer, or even our cleaning supplies with the full height cabinet as well, which enables us to just pull the washers out, ready to rock and roll, straight getting to work on the other side. But to have all of that kind of hidden but not hidden. It's all there, you're very conscious it's there, but it's presented in a very smart way which fits in with the rest of the garage, and to be able to make it completely bespoke and personalised, in the case of this, to exact colour matches that we had with the walls that are painted in this more royal blue, matched with the lighter blue, the signature colours of the channel for the highlights, which match with the grandstand part of the build as well. So we've been able to bring those into this assembly with this completely personalised setup. The first impression is wow. When it was installed and we've been looking at the renders and the visualizations and working out which direction it was going to go, when you see it completed in person, it almost looks so beautifully presented and clean that you don't want to touch it or start using anything or doing anything with it. But I can't actually wait to now go and get all the drawers filled, get everything set up, get everything running. It's going to make a huge change just to daily routine, daily business. It's just easier to access. Do I have a favorite element? I think it's really, really tricky to almost choose. I think for me it's the whole package. I think it's almost overwhelming at the moment that we've finally managed to get all of this installed and ready. It's the whole change that this now offers to us and the everyday usability of this space. I have to be honest, the installation was incredibly impressive. The team turned up, arrived, unpacked everything, got to work with it, and here we are, such a short time after. Everything's in place, all beautifully presented. It's been a fun process actually to be a little bit part of and see what's happening, just to understand everything that goes into the fact that visually you see everything with such clean, tidy edges, but obviously that's taken the engineering work and the development to make it all happen and work like that, even down to the smoothness of everything that you open and everything that moves and the feel at the absolute top end of the spectrum in terms of what you could possibly expect or hope for with something like this. Just feels nice. I'm incredibly lucky to have so much space and to be able to have a full setup, obviously, like this. But I think the beautiful thing with the opportunities around the modular setup is that you can go for exactly the units that suit the needs that you have. Whether that's a single standalone piece, whether that's a straight wall, whether that's a more involving setup like we have here where you're playing with different dynamics. The opportunity to go through that and to create something so personal means that for any space, any environment, whether it's a personal residential garage or all the way through to a full commercial outfit, there's going to be an option there and something that works. Say thank you to the whole team at Dura. What an amazing product, what an amazing setup. This looks amazing. I'm sure it's going to be very well enjoyed and used here at the Shmuseum.